Welcome to the way of mastery. Heavens at hand. When? Right now. New life is awaiting while I'm rearranging these old facts of mine. But I'm tired of holding on. My heart is making an authentic appeal. It's such a sweet invitation, a mandate of ecstasy. Don't hold it any longer. Tuck your shoes and follow me. I won't abandon my vision. It's time to release. Oh, I feel like letting go. Let go, let God, let go. I feel like letting go. Let go, let God, let go. I feel like letting go. Let go, let God, let go. I feel like letting go. Let go, let God, let go. The power of God is guiding me. Surrender to what I've got to be. And deep within, God loves me so. Let go, I'm letting go. With God, all things are possible. With God, all things are possible. And deep within, God loves us so. Let go, I'm letting go. Welcome to the way of mastery. Feel like letting go. Let go, let God, let go. I feel like letting go. Let go, let God, let go. I feel like letting go. Let go, let God, let go. I feel like letting go. Let go, let God, let go. If we can let go, the darkness will fade. Pray to let go. Let go. Let go. Let go. Let God. Let go. Let go. Whoa, mighty companions, welcome to the way of mastery. And welcome to the way of mastery, and welcome to the way of mastery on Facebook Live. I'm Earl Purdy, and it's always a great joy and a great pleasure for me to get a chance to share the truth with you and to do the way of mastery. Thank you, all of y'all cool people telling me that I had some tissue on my head. That's what I love about being live. Everybody let you know what's going on really, really quickly. You don't have to worry about it. Want to do a quick shout out to my beautiful niece Tosh. It's great to see you online with me tonight, as well as all the rest of my mighty companions. We got Trisha, we got William, we got Tosh, we got Cindy, we got Gemma, we got Trisha. We have a lot of people that are joining us for the way of mastery. It's really awesome. I can't tell you how much it means to me to get a chance to be with you. Hold up just a second. I want to turn off the heat. It's hot in this place. It's already hot. Before I even get started good, it's already hot. Woo! Now, that's what I'm talking about. God, tell you. Okay. I knew it was getting really warm in here for some reason. I didn't know what the heck was going on. Tonight, in the Way of Mastery, we're going to talk about the 4 keys to happiness. And last week, we talked about the first key to happiness is desire. And so this week, we're going to talk about intention. So there are 4 keys to the kingdom of happiness. The first key is desire. The second key is intention. The third key is allowance. And the 4th key is surrender. And if you have the Way of Mastery, we're in the Way of the Heart, Lesson 5, and it's on page 59. Part 1, the Way of the Heart, Lesson 5, the Keys to the Kingdom, and page 59. And if you don't have the book, don't worry about it. I'm going to handle it for you because my goal is to bring this to life. That's my whole goal, is to bring it to life. And to realize that it's no accident that you're here tonight. It's no accident that you happen to be tuning in. And the fact that we're alive means that we can interact. That means you can leave comments. You can communicate with each other. And don't forget to share the video right next to comments. You get the opportunity to share the video, like the video, and take advantage of the fact that we are together, mighty companions, that we are here and we're here to support each other. And it's always a pleasure. It's a total pleasure to join with people and talk to people when we're talking about some love, when we're talking about some consciousness, when we're talking about getting beyond all this insanity that we see in our perception of the world. So remember, you need not believe the ideas. You need not accept the ideas. You need not even welcome the ideas. Some of the ideas are going to be hard to believe. Some of the ideas are going to be startling. This is not about analyzing the ideas to death. It's about getting the ideas that we need to use that will correct our perception and give us peace of mind. And then out of that peace of mind, we can hear the voice for God, the voice for truth that's inside in each and every one of us. So we are spirit, we are energy, we are consciousness, we are awareness. And we are expressing that through our physical bodies. You're not your physical body. We have our physical bodies, but we are more than our physical bodies. And so we're going to start out with the second key, which is intention. So I'll go through the paragraph and then try to really break down in a simple way what it's saying so that we can take this information and apply it to everything that seems to be going on in our life right now. That music was Ricky Byers. Ricky Byers, R-I-C-K-I-E-B-Y-A-R-S. And so she is an incredible singer that I've been playing her music for years. So here we go. The first paragraph says, desire in time is cultivated by intention. So what is it that cultivates your desire? I want you to think about there's nothing more important than desire. And we were told last week that if you're really smart, what you're going to do is you're going to desire to be as you were created to be. You're going to desire to be as God created you to be. You're going to desire to be as you were created to be. And if you're really, really smart, you're going to desire to bring your alignment into the alignment of God, the Creator, our higher self. And it also told us that if we decide to bring our personal will into alignment with the will of God, which is the will of our Creator, which is the will of love, he says we're going to discover that God's will for you is that you be genuinely happy through and through. So the first thing we have to do is get rid of any of those old ideas about God, about the Creator, that the Creator demands sacrifice, that the Creator demands that you not be happy. Actually, God's will for you, the will of that which created you, is perfect happiness. And that's so right now, I'm going to make the decision that my Creator only wants me to have complete happiness. Period. That's it. Complete happiness. Because remember, every time we talk, I always tell you, I'm doing this class for myself as well as you. The Course in Miracles teaches that you teach best what you most need to learn, and that you give what you want to receive. So one of the main things that you want to remember is that I'm teaching you, but I'm teaching me, because there's just one of us here. And all that I give is given to myself. And you are a blessing. And I feel your energy, and I feel your love, and I hope you feel mine, because that's what's needed right now. The thing that's needed right now more than anything else is love. So desire in time is cultivated, it says in the Way of Mastery, through intention. For you have used time to teach yourself how to be distracted. So the Way of Mastery is saying that I have used time to teach myself how to become distracted. That sometimes we have been using our time to teach ourselves how to become distracted. And what is it that we become distracted by? It says we become distracted by all of the thoughts, all of the perceptions. It says that we become distracted by all the thoughts and all the perceptions that make up this cosmic soup that we call our world. So everything that's happening in the world right now distracts us from being in touch with our true intention, is what it's telling us. That what we do and what we experience, those day-to-day thoughts, those worries, those concerns that we have, they are completely distracting us. And so it's so funny. It's like, now my Kindle that I was using to read from, okay, good, okay, and now, okay, here we go. Woo! I love how when you really try to tune into the spiritual being that you really are, and you get in touch with yourself as the life force, the spirit, the power of God, and you begin to believe that you're more than just a limited human being that you've been taught from the time you were born, and that you create your reality, and everything around you is a reflection of your consciousness, and everything that's happening to you is something that you draw to yourself because you are indeed a creator. That part of you that wants you to stay limited, it tries every way that it possibly can to distract you. So all of you have known the frustration of having a desire, and then as soon as you walk out of the door, somebody comes up and, for instance, tells you, let's go to the beach, let's go hang out. And you never make it to class, even though your desire is to get the degree. You have cultivated the art of being seduced by distraction. So the Way of Mastery is telling us that we are allowing ourselves to be too distracted, and that distraction is keeping us from staying in touch with our intention, which is to manifest our true desire. And if you're really smart, your true desire is to what? To be as God created you to be. There is a purpose to your life. Don't you buy into what the world tells you, that the only purpose of your life is to get power, fame, money, and physical pleasure. That is not the ultimate purpose of your life. You are here for a much larger purpose. All those things are fine, but you know from your own experience that they never completely satisfy you. You know that. I'm not saying anything to you that you don't know. You know that every time you seek outside of yourself, even if you get the thing that you think you want, there's a part of you that immediately is not satisfied and is immediately looking for the next thing outside of yourself that's going to make you happy. And so what the Way of Mastery is telling us is, why don't you just take a moment to realize that you were created for a reason? That there's a purpose to your life. There's a divine purpose in your life. You are here to be a conduit for God. You're here to be a conduit for love. You are here to be a conduit, a conduit for the love, the peace, the freedom, the abundance, and the joy of God. And you are to be a way for that infinite intelligence to function in this perceived world. And you are here to align yourself with a greater plan, and a greater plan of healing and love and peace for all of us. And while you're fulfilling that need to express the greater plan, you can have that house, you can have that car, you can have that mate, you can have that trip, you can have all of the things that you think you want at the level of the world. That's okay. But that's not really ultimately why you're here. Why you are here is to be a means to bring the good, the beautiful, and the holy into this world. So, the next paragraph says, therefore, if I really want to finally fulfill my function, what do I do? Well, it says it's necessary to utilize time to cultivate intention. So what are we doing tonight? We're going to utilize this time that we have together to cultivate intention. What am I going to cultivate? I'm going to cultivate intention. What are you going to cultivate? You're going to cultivate intention. What? Intention. Now, what happens if you don't allow yourself to cultivate intention? Let's say you have a desire, no matter what that desire is. So without intention, it says desire cannot become the crystal clear focus. Without intention, desire cannot become the crystal clear focus. Unless you have intention, your desire cannot have a crystal clear focus. So what is the most important thing to have with a desire? Crystal clear focus. The laser-like focus. That laser-like focus can cut through all the stuff of the world so that a new creation can flow through you. So it's time for a new creation to flow through you. It's time for a new creation to flow through me. It's time for a new creation to flow through you. It's time for a new creation to flow through me. Say that to yourself. It's time for a new creation to flow through me. It's time for new creation to flow through me. It is time for new creation to flow through me. It's time for new creation to flow through you. It's time for new creation to flow through me. It is time for new creation to flow through me. It is time for new creation to flow through me. It's time for new creation to flow through you. It's time for new creation to flow through me. Now, don't forget, we're live. That means you can communicate with these people that you see online. You can communicate also with me. And when I get a chance, I will respond. But if I'm in the flow and spirit is coming through, I'm going to let that spirit come through. But it's important for you to take a minute, take a second to let go of the day. Let go of everything that has happened to you today. Let go of those normal, weary thoughts, those concerned thoughts, those I wish this were different thoughts. For a minute, take a breath and pause for inspiration. Pause for inspiration. Now, when I talk about intention, I'm not talking about having a strong egoic will. When I'm talking about intention, I'm not talking about willed commitment to make something happen. So when I talk about intention, I'm not talking about I'm going to make this happen. I'm committed to make this happen. That's not the level that we're talking about when we talk about true intention. Because the way of the heart recognizes that you have not known how to achieve the fulfillment you seek at the level of the soul. For the simple reason that if you already knew how to achieve the fulfillment that you seek, you would have already accomplished it. What? Yes. If you already knew how to seek fulfillment and find fulfillment at the level of the soul, you would have already have done that. So, intention doesn't mean putting your nose to the grindstone. So when I talk about intention, when the way of mastery talks about intention, it's not talking about putting your nose to the grindstone. When I'm talking about intention, I am not talking about taking no for an answer. So when we talk about true intention, what are we talking about? We're talking about something other than I'm just going to make it happen. I'm just going to have the intention to have this. And I'm just going to have the intention to have that. I'm going to will it into being. I'm going to make it happen. I'm not going to take no for an answer. That's not the level that we are talking about. So what are we talking about? What are we talking about then when we're talking about intention? Well, the way of mastery says intention means that you cultivate where? Within your thought processes, what? The art of remembering what you are truly here for. So what am I going to do if I'm going to cultivate true intention? I'm going to cultivate within my thought processes the art of remembering what I'm truly here for. What am I truly here for? I'm truly here to align my will with the will of the universe, with the will of God, with the will of love, with the will of light, that I have perfect happiness and that I be a means for the perfect happiness and the healing of all others. I'm here to bring more love, light, peace, joy, freedom, truth, awareness, and consciousness into this realm. I am here to be a living expression, the divine expression of love of God in the human body. I am here to remember what I am truly here for. I'm here to express what I was truly created to be, even if I don't know what that is. In other words, you are here to remember that you are supposed to be the thought of love in form. Why are you really here? To be love in a physical body, to be a physical representation of love in a human form. You are here to be freedom in a human form. You are here to be peace, love, joy, abundance, and truth in a human form. You are here to be the thought of love in a human form. You can do it as a doctor. You can do it as a lawyer. You can do it as an artist. You can do it as a teacher. You can do it as an astrologer. You can do it as a politician. You can do it as a mother. You can do it as a sister. You can do it as a teacher. It doesn't matter the role that you are playing in the world. That's just the stage that you're acting out your particular story on. So it doesn't matter what you want to have or be in the physical world. If you want to have true intention, then it's important to recognize what? I'm here to be love, the thought of love in a human form. So you are here to remember that you are one with God. According to this, what am I here to remember? I'm here to remember to be a thought of love in the physical body. I'm here to remember that I am one with God, and being one with God means I am one with love, which means I am one with spirit, which means I am one with the Creator. I'm here to remember that I am not alone. I'm here to remember that I am joined, connected, and unified with you and all that is. You are here to remember that what's been called God goes by many names, but it is the source of your reality. So you are living in reality. You are really living, and you are really living in reality to the degree that God is living through you. You are only as real as how much love is coming through you. You are only as real as how much your real, authentic, loving, freeing, juicy, awesome self, your true self, is living through you. Whoo, whoo, take a breath, take a breath, take a breath, take a breath. Take a breath, 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 because it's time to go in the land of I am. It's time to go to the land of I am. It's time for us to go to the land of I am. So say to yourself that I am. I am that I am, that I am, that I am, I am that I am, that I am, that I am. I am as God created me. I am as God created me. I am as love created me. Take a breath. Now listen.
And the souls of all my great-grandmothers, and the dreams of all my great-grandfathers, and the way to rise beyond the pain.
In the land of I am all that I have been. I am all that I will be. I am all that I am. Say it. In the land of I am all that I have what you say that I will be, I am all that I am. Land of I am all that I have been, I am all that I will be, I am all that I am.
And the smiles of all the unborn children.
You are here to be all that God created you to be.
And the days of heaven will be
all live in me, in the land of I am all that I have been, I am all that I will be, I am all that I am. What you say? In the land of I am, all that I have been, all that I will be, I am all that I am. In the land of I am,
all that I have been, I am all that I will be, I am all that I am.
in the land of I am all that I have been. You are here to remember you are loved by God. Let yourself know it now. You be as God created you. Let me remember I am one with God. Let me remember I am one with God. Say it. Let me remember I am one with God. Let me remember I am one with God. Let me remember. Let me remember. Let me remember. Let me remember. We're always at home. Always at home. Let me remember I am one with God. Let me remember I am one with God. Let us remember we are one with God. Let us remember we are one with God. Say it. Let me remember I am one with God. All that I will be, I am all that I am. Say what? Now mind up. I am all that I have been, I am all that I will be, I am all that I am. Say it. Say no.
Of all my great grandmothers and the dreams of all my great grandfathers and the way to rise beyond the fame.
In the land of I am all that I have been, I am all that I will be, I am all that I am. In the land of I am all that I have been, I am all that I will be, I am all that I am. Say it. In the land of I am all that I have been, I am all that I will be, I am all that I am. In the land of I am all that I have been, I am all that I will be, I am all that I am. Let me remember I am one with God. Say it. Let me remember I am one with God. 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 All that I will be, I am all that I am. In the land of I am all that I have been, I am all that I will be, I am all that I am. In the land of I am all that I have been, I am all that I will be, I am all that I am. So, wow, I'm telling you, Woo, thank you, Ricky Byers. That was like right on time. I'm telling you, because it goes right along with the lesson that we have in intention tonight. What is my intention? My intention is to remember that I'm the thought of love in the human body, What is my intention? To remember that I am one with God, one with my Creator. What is my intention? To remember that I am connected to the source of my only reality. What is my intention? To live in the reality of love and know that I am no more real in this world. I am no more real in this world than the degree in which God is living through me. That's right. That's right. So send out a lot of love to CJ. Send out a lot of love to CJ. Her daughter is in labor. And so she's at the hospital with her daughter tonight. So you want to send CJ, we want to send CJ all of our love and send all of the love out to the newborn soul that is fortunate enough to have CJ as a grandmother that is being born in this world. Because we all love CJ awesomely and dearly. So let's go to the next paragraph, shall we? It says, therefore, intention in the way of the heart means to utilize time each day to focus your attention on the desire to be Christ or love incarnate. So I'm going to focus my intention every day on my desire to be Christ consciousness, the love consciousness incarnate. I think that we really need to remember that our function is to be the divine expressing itself through human form. If you would allow yourself to fulfill your function of being a living, breathing representation of the love of God functioning through you in this world, then everything else is going to take care of you. Everything else is going to be taken care of. You are sustained by the love of the Creator. You weren't just dropped in this experience and now you have to figure out on your own how you're going to do everything. You know that doesn't work. You've tried it over and over and over again. Save yourself some time. Learn how to live through guidance. Learn how to allow your mind to be quieted enough to hear the voice of truth, the voice of your Creator within you, guiding you. Let that be your intention. Number one, my desire is to be all that I was created to be and to align my personal will with the will of God, which is the will of love. My intention is to focus all of my effort and time on doing just that. So what is intention? Intention is that energy or that use of the mind that creates, through consistent practice, the channel through which desire begins to move down, and then your desire is going to recreate your emotional body, even down to the cellular structure of your physical body, and all the lesser avenues of thinking that occur within your intellect, so that everything involved in your being is integrated. You want to have every aspect of yourself integrated. Your spiritual self, your mental self, your emotional self, your physical self. You want all aspects of your being working together and focused on what? The fulfillment of one grand desire. And what should be that one grand desire? To accept your function in this world. What is my desire? My desire is to accept my function in this world, because I know that my happiness and my function are the same thing. How can you tell when you're truly fulfilling your calling? How can you tell when you're truly fulfilling your function? You can tell because you feel inspired. You feel energized. You feel moved. I've been doing this for 37 years. Does it look like I'm phoning this in to you? I'm being moved. This is my function. This is why I'm on this planet, to be a conduit for the good and the beautiful and the holy and the innocent and the loving to come through me. I'm not trying to generate it myself. I'm trying to get rid of the blocks. In other words, I want to get rid of the kink in the hose. You know how when water wants to come through a hose, but if the hose is kinked, the water can't get through? Well, the way of mastery and all truth teachings are a way to unkink your hose. That's right. The ones that you get rid of the erroneous, fearful, guilty, negative, untrue thoughts that you're having, that the world might have taught you, then you're unkinking your hose, and that water of spirit, that water of love, that water of abundance, that water of freedom can come through you. So I'm saying all of you all are just a bunch of hoes out there. That's right. There's a bunch of hoses out there. You know, we are hoes. And we got to get our hose unkinked so that the Spirit of God can come through us. So your function is to heal your sense of being separate from God. I will say it again. What is my true function? I need to heal any sense of separation from my source. I need to get rid of any sense of separation from God. And my effort should be on more than anything else getting out of the way. So how do you apply intention? How do you apply intention? How do you apply intention? Thank you for all your comments. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Marlette. Thank you, Laurel. Thank you, Dana. Thank you, Gemma. Thank you, Tosh. And also, I heard you said my beautiful, wonderful, awesome sister may also be taking a look, a glimpse, and a watching. And I want to shoot out a great shout out of love to my sister Carolyn. Absolutely. Want you to know that it's time for us to learn how to apply intention. Okay, how do you apply intention? Each day, just as you've used time to teach yourself to be easily distracted, just as you have taught yourself to be easily distracted, just as you have taught yourself to be distracted by the lies and the thoughts and the misperceptions and the worries and concerns of the world, you need only ask yourself one question. What is that question? Ask yourself one question. That's right, Dana. Dana says, my hose was knotted today. Got to laugh at it after a while. That's the easiest way to unkink your hose, is that you have to learn how to laugh at it. So this is the one question that you need to ask yourself. One of these questions every day. Ask yourself, what is it that I most desire? What is it that you most desire? What is it that you desire the most? What is it that I desire the most? Okay, what I desire the most is to be as God created me, and to align my personal will, my personal mind with the will and the thoughts of God. What is the thing you most desire? I remember when I would have said my biggest desire was to have some physical material thing in the world. And don't think that I'm putting down, that I'm here talking about poverty, consciousness, and spirituality. I'm not. Abundance is our natural state. It's obvious that our Creator believes in abundance because we see abundance all around us in all kinds of forms. So I'm not talking about that. What's important is to realize that no matter what physical thing you manifest, it's going to be your attitude that's going to determine whether or not you give yourself peace through it or you give yourself conflict through it. Because everything in the world is what? Neutral. That means that you can choose to make yourself feel good through anything that's happening, or you can choose to make yourself feel bad and depressed through anything that's happening. So it's never the physical thing that you want that ever gives you any happiness. You give yourself happiness through whatever it is you are expressing yourself, and wherever you are expressing yourself. Your happiness comes from you. Your peace comes from you. Your joy doesn't come. I want you to make, if any way possible that you can do it, what I would like to ask you to do is to let go of the idea, if this were different, I would be happy. If they were different, I would be happy. If this situation or circumstance were different, I'd be happy. If I was in another place, I'd be happy. You can do those things, but that is the key to unhappiness, is constantly making your happiness dependent on something else outside of you or somebody else outside of you being different. So ask yourself, what is it that I most desire? What am I doing on this planet? What am I doing on this planet? What are you doing on this planet? What is it that you most desire? What is it that you're doing on this planet? What is it that I most desire? What is it that I'm doing? What am I doing on this planet? What are you doing on this planet? Earl, what is it that you most desire? Earl, what are you doing on this planet? Mighty companion, what is it that you most desire? What is it that you're doing on this planet? Then ask yourself, what am I committed to? What am I really committed to? See, I'm really committed to being as God created me. I'm really committed to allowing myself to align my will with the will of God. And what is the will of God? The will of God is that I have complete happiness, that I have a bountiful blessing, blessed and loving life. and that I am a means for love and healing on this planet, because that's what's needed here more than anything else. What is it that I most desire? What am I doing on this planet? What am I committed to? What am I committed to? What am I committed to? This is so good. This is so good. I love this. We're in the Way of Mastery, Lesson 5, Keys to the Kingdom. The second key, which is intention. And Gemma says, I've always desired to know God in truth. I have too. And to know God is to know love. And so the last two questions are just forms of the fundamental question. As you keep practicing asking that question, the answer will become clearer and clearer as you continue to ask yourself, what is it that I most desire? What am I doing? What is it that I most desire? What am I doing on the planet? What am I committed to? What is it I most desire? What is it that I most desire? What am I doing on this planet? What am I committed to? I want to fulfill my function of being a voice for God, a voice for love on this planet. And I just recently had a milestone as far as being used by God, is that I just went through and achieved my first 1 million views of my videos, the videos that God is using and using me through. And and today, as a matter of fact, is my 37th anniversary of teaching and studying A Course in Miracles. So today is a very momentous day for me. It was 37 years ago today that I started to study A Course in Miracles. And God has blessed me with over 1 million views of my videos. And so I'm glad that God is using me. I want to get out of the way more and 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 more. I am sustained by the love of God. I am sustained by the love of God. So, now, as you continue to ask yourself those questions, thank you for congratulating God through me, because I give all the glory to my Creator. My Creator is the one that knows exactly who needs to hear me. And you are my mighty companions, and you all are so juicy and sweet. You all give me so much love and so much support, and I'm so glad that we're all connected. It's a blessing in my life. And Cheryl, I can't imagine my life without you either, darling. Let me tell you. I'm going through a major level of spiritual awakening right now that's beyond anything that I've ever experienced before. I'm getting in touch with the real self, the true self behind the character or the role that I've been playing in the world. And so the universe is always answering your questions, but it's the question that influences and stimulates and gives birth to the answer. So I'll say it again. The more you ask, what is it that I most desire? The more you want to get in touch with what it is you are truly here for. The universe is always answering your questions. But when you ask questions that are unclear, do you know what happens? When you ask questions that are unclear, you get unclear answers. Therefore, become crystal clear. I want you to become crystal clear with your intention. Become what? Crystal clear with your intention. And how do you become crystal clear with your intention? You remind yourself of your intention every day. You remind yourself of your intention every day, Earl. You remind yourself of your intention every day, Kathy. That's right. Well, Kathy, thank you for helping me and guiding me to God's love. I'm glad that I'm here to be truly helpful. That's the only reason why I'm on the planet, by the way, is to be truly helpful. So here we go. I'm going to give you a great intention. Are you ready? Are you ready? If you're ready, send a ton of heart emojis across the screen right now. Send out a lot of love to each other. Send out a lot of love to me. Let's flood each other right now with heart emojis to let each other know that we are here, to let each other know that we're listening, to let each other know that we appreciate each other, because we are the mighty companions. We are the mighty companions. I see it. I see the hearts. They're going all across the screen. We loving each other up. We loving each other up. Woo! Can't Can't you feel it? 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 I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it. I thank my Father for his gifts to me. I thank my Creator for his gifts to me. I thank love for its gifts to me. I thank Father, Mother God for the gifts that I am receiving. I trust you. I trust my brothers and sisters who are one with me. I am one with you. You are one with me. So here goes the intention. My intention is to use time constructively for the relearning of what it means to abide in the kingdom of heaven. My intention is to use time constructively for the relearning of what it means to abide in the kingdom of heaven, which is love, and to fulfill my function. My intention is to use time constructively for the relearning of what it means to abide in the kingdom of heaven and to fulfill my function. Your intention is to use time constructively for the relearning of what it means to abide in the kingdom of heaven and to fulfill your function. My intention is to use time constructively for the relearning of what it means to abide in the kingdom of heaven, which is love, and to fulfill my function. My function is healing. My function is healing. My function is healing. My function is healing. And to heal means to undo fear. You are healing when you are undoing fear. You are healing when you are releasing your fear. To heal means to undo fear, guilt, anger, and a sense of separation from God. And what does healing require? Healing requires the presence of Christ, which is the presence of that one creation, that one child, that child of God that you truly are and that is in you, that you are a part of. For only Christ, your true self, your truest self, can express the love that brings healing into being. So I'll say it again. My intention is to use time constructively for the relearning of what it means to abide in the kingdom of heaven and to fulfill my function. My function is healing. My function is healing. My function is healing. Your 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 function is healing. And healing requires the presence of Christ. Healing requires the presence of your true self. Healing requires the presence of your true self, for only Christ, your truest self, can express the love that brings healing into being. When I heal, I am not healed alone. That is right. When you are healed, you are not healed alone. Desire and intention are critical. Desire and intention are critical. Desire and intention are critical. These stages unfold in the field of time. These stages of desire and intention are critical. They unfold in the field of time as you mature in what? You must mature in the way of the heart. You must mature in the way of the heart. That is the second key. That is intention. And I'm going to review this before we finish up tonight. And I really want you to let yourself hear this. Listen to the, you know, I always instantly repost the videos so you can listen to them over and over again. And I also post them on YouTube. And you can also go to my website, earlpurdy.com. I literally have hundreds of videos and audios that you can listen to and that you can watch for free on my website. And I have over 1,000 videos on YouTube. Those of you who would like to make a financial expression of appreciation, as I am a full-time teacher, I really would appreciate that. And you just go to my website, earlpurdy.com. And I'm also available for mentoring and also counseling and coaching to show you how to utilize these principles in your everyday life. And I also have years of experience as an astrologer and a numerologist also. That is actually how I got on my spiritual path. So I will bring all of my skills and over 30 years worth of teaching experience into our session. They are called clarity sessions. Go to my website, earlpurdy.com. It explains, because I have a lot of online webinars and workshops that I plan to start doing soon. So you want to make sure that you sign up for my contact list on my website so that I can let you know when I'm going to be doing these. I'm getting some fantastic downloads from Spirit. And I would also like to tell you that Ricky Byers, B-Y-A-R-S, Ricky Byers, the name of that CD that I was playing is called In the Land of I Am. The music that she does is so beautiful, and it really moves the soul. So let's do a quick review, and I would like you right now to realize that you are priceless. You are a treasure. You are innocent. You are absolutely fantastic, sensational, unlimited. So don't listen to that voice inside your head that tells you that you are lacking in any kind of way, because we are about to do intention. We have just done intention. And how do you apply intention? Each day, just as you have used time to teach yourself to be easily distracted, you need only ask yourself one question. What is it that I most desire? What am I doing on this planet? What am I committed to? What is it that I most desire? What am I doing on this planet? As a matter of fact, let's do it.
All right now, everybody put your hands together. I got up this morning singing. God is so good. Oh yeah, I got up this morning singing. God is so good. You know, I got up this morning singing. God is so good. Hey, 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 my God is so good to me.
Now, don't forget, you want to ask yourself, what is it that I most desire? 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 What is going to be my intention?
Let there be peace in my mind.
I desire there be peace in my mind.
Let there be peace in the earth.
My mighty companions, you have an intention to remember your source and to remember to fulfill your function. What is it that you most desire? What are you doing on this planet? What are you most committed to? Your function is healing your sense of separation from God. Are you not ready to end your sense of separation from love? Aren't you willing to end your sense of separation from love? What is it that you most desire, mighty companion? What are you doing on this planet right now?
Peace inside of my mind, God and only God is moving me. Peace inside of my mind, God and only God I live to see. Peace inside of my mind, God and only God is moving me. Peace inside of my mind, God and only God I live to see. Om Shanti, Om Shanti.
Cultivate Cultivate within your thought processes the art of remembering what you are truly here for. You are here to remember that you are a thought of love in human form. Remember, you are one with God. You are here to remember that you are one with love. That's why you are here, to remember that you are one with God. Remember that you are here to be as God created you. What do you most desire? I desire to be as God created me to be. I want to align my will with a higher will, a loving will, a freeing will, a forgiving will. God is the love in which I forgive. God is the love in which I forgive. God is the love in which I forgive. Have the intention to be that which you were created to be. What is it that you most desire? What are you doing on this planet? Ask yourself, what am I committed to? What am I committed to? What are you committed to? What are you committed to? What are you committed to? What am I committed to? What are you committed to? What are you committed to? Your intention is to use time constructively. Your intention is to use your time constructively. Use your time to fulfill your function. Use your time to fulfill your function. You are here to be a conduit for love on this planet. Your function is to heal. Your function is to heal. And when you are healed, you are not healed alone. Say it. When I am healed, I am not healed alone. Let's say it. When I am healed, I am not healed alone. When I am healed, I am not healed alone. When we are healed, we are not healed alone. Mighty companion, this is Earl Purdy. I am so thankful for you, mighty companion. Don't forget, 7 p.m. on Thursday, Mountain Time, I do a course of love on Facebook Live. And on Sundays at 1 p.m. Mountain Time, I do a course in miracles on Facebook Live. And I'll also see you on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Mountain Time for the Way of Mastery. I love you. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for communicating with each other. I saw all of your comments. I always go back through the broadcast and see all of the comments. And I'm glad that you are with me. You are my mighty companion. Good to see you, Tosh, Carolyn. I love you. I love all of you. I am you, and you are me.